Hello everyone, yours truly, Chrislevi13, and I'm here to talk about my 5 favorite games of all time. Games that aren't in any specific order. Games that I played from start to finish beating them. Games that through and through, all parts of the game, I loved. Games that to this day, I think about those memories and cherish those memories of playing these games. And a lot of them, the current room that I do all my recordings in, I played these games and beat them. So hopefully you all will join in the fun by continuing to watch this video and enjoying what you see. And if you really enjoying the fun, you don't have to, but you can hit and continue to see content coming from me each and every week as I'm able to upload videos. So when I was thinking about this, I was thinking, well, what are my favorite games of all time? And I thought about this for several hours. I was like, can I put the first 5 games I played? Can I put the last 5 games I played? Can I put 5 games that stick out to me? 5 games that I currently own. And I started to think of all the games that I played from Nintendo to PlayStation to Xbox to PC games to so on and so forth. And these games are games that stick out to me, and I love these games because they're games that I grew up playing, games that made me love what I do now. Games that if it wasn't for these games, I probably wouldn't be creating YouTube videos talking about games, playing Let's Plays. And I thought about doing the fancy thing of, because I'm able to pop little pictures up and all that of the games and all that. But then I started looking through my closet and I started finding each and every single game that's on my list. And I was like, damn, I have these games. And most of these games are PS2 games because if you don't know yet, the PlayStation 2 is my favorite console of all time. I love the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. I have one up in the attic. I love Xbox 360. But if you want to talk about my 3 favorite systems of all time, PlayStation 2 is number 1, Xbox 360 is number 2, and the original PlayStation is number 3, with Xbox One coming in at 4th. Now everybody's got different lists of, hey, let's put Nintendo first, or this, or Sega, or Sega. Whatever yours is yours. But this is what my systems I love. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get to the games. This is what this video is about, the games. Now, I have 5 games here. Well, more than 5, because some of them are a series of games, because I love multiple games in this series. So here we go, in no specific order. The games right here are Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2. Hopefully you all can see them right there. I'm going to show them for a few more seconds. This is what the back of them looked like, and these are the PS2 cases that I own. PS2, because man, when you look at the back of this case, it shows Jack Skellington, Aladdin, I forgot what's her name from the Little Mermaid, Maleficent, and it shows Hades, and it shows Sorrow, and I think, and then so and all that, and then there's Sorrow, there's Riku, there's I can't think, I forgot her name. There's Donald, there's Goofy, and in the other game, Mickey Mouse shows up. But these games, I remember sitting over here in my room playing this game right here. When I got this game, I was like, my brother had played the Final Fantasy games, and I played them a little bit here and there, but he played them really in depth and beat them. Well, I played the Final Fantasy games, and I thought they were really tremendously awesome games. But then I always loved watching Disney movies, and I was like, but then when I saw a game that mixed what my brother did and movies that I loved together, I just fell in love with it. I sat on the floor with my back to my bed with the old screen, big old TV sitting right there in front of me, and I was just playing. Whenever I had time, playing day after day, playing this game. Hell, I still have the game right here in the case for Kingdom Hearts 1. Let me see if I think I still got 2 in here. Well, no, 2's not in here. I don't know what happened to that one. It's probably somewhere around this house because I've never thrown away a game that I know of to my memory. But these games are games that I loved. I love the characters. I love that. I love the thing about getting a Keyblade and Keyblade being in their different Keyblades for the different Disney worlds. And it was just very fascinating to me. And the story was just, man, drew me into it. I teared up at some parts of it, and the whole 9 yards. Yards. And I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3. I know there's been a bunch of games in between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. All these little games for the handhelds and this and that and the other thing. Well, I never played those games. So it's going to be when 3 comes out, it's going to be my time to get back into Kingdom Hearts. And I'm going to play it right here for you all if I'm still doing this at the time that game comes out. But with that being said, it's cool that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to the Xbox One because that makes it more accessible because, hell, if it didn't come to the Xbox One, I'd buy a PS4 just for Kingdom Hearts. I almost bought a PS4 just for a game series that you'll see me talk about in a few moments. Another game that's one of my favorites all time was released on the Xbox 360, and that is Halo Reach. Now, I love all the Halo games. Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST. I like the Halo War games. I like even Halo 4 and 5. But Halo Reach was the one that really, whenever I got my Xbox 360, this is the game that I got with my Xbox 360 when I graduated high school. And I went and played this game for countless hours. I met one of my current friends through playing this game online. His name's Larry. You might have seen him in some of my YouTube videos. And I remember playing this game because I used a 2-day pass and I met this guy, and I played this game hours on end. I've probably played this game fully 3 times going through it, and I loved how it was a team. You were a team instead of just being mostly Master Chiefs like you are in some of the games. You were a team, and you went and did these things. Let me just real quick. Did these things, and you had these little bit of a powers, But I look at the back of it. It says every legend has a beginning. Welcome to Reach, the heart of the UNSC military power and the home to the iconic Spartan super soldier for decades and blah blah blah. But I remember this game, and I remember whenever you at the end of it, when you die, you're sitting there shooting yourself, and then you die, and your helmet just lays there, and it shows what all happened after you die. Man, it's just a phenomenal game. And if you like the Halo series, play this game. It may not be the best Halo game of all time, but it is one that is right up there. Right up there. Another game series that has been on the Xbox One and Xbox 360 as well as PlayStation systems and PC is the Borderlands series. This one, the Handsome Jack's collection, is Borderlands the pre-sequel and Borderlands 2, but I also love Borderlands 1 and the Telltale series game, which I'm currently playing for you all when I have chances to record it on here. And Borderlands is just cool. I love all the different guns, the characters. I love searching for different things, meeting those characters of the world. Handsome Jack himself is one of my favorite gaming characters of all time. And it's cool getting the loot, the mayhem of loot shoot, and all this, and the bandits and stuff like that. It's just really, really awesome. And the world itself is cool, going being vault hunters and all that. And hopefully, when they do Borderlands 3 and they release actual information from it, hopefully they can take some things from Borderlands 1, 2, pre-sequel, and Tales from Borderlands, and all mix it into a game that would be phenomenal for us, the viewers, the people around the world. Plus, the kind of style graphics they use in this game are phenomenal. And I gotta say something else. This game, for the time that it was made on the PS2, looked freaking beautiful. Now, on the next game, it ain't a series, but the series of games have always been near and dear to my heart, even though I stopped playing it around 2007, this series of games, and it was the reason I almost bought a PlayStation 4. Ratchet & Clank is Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenals. Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenals is a game that I know for a fact that I've played probably over 200 hours, probably beat a bunch of times, several times over, And it's a game that I just go back to because I love Ratchet, and I love all the big weapons you could use, the crazy stuff from with fire and bombs and lightning and jumping and the platforming and getting the bolts and all this, and Clank and his little stuff, because you had Jack and Dexter, and then you had Ratchet and Clank. I love Jack and Dexter, but I was more of a Ratchet and Clank guy growing up. Even though I do really near and dear love the Jack and Dexter games, and I always imagined in my head that when I was a kid, why don't they have something happen to where Jack and Dexter meet Ratchet and Clank, or Ratchet and Clank meet Jack and Dexter, and Insomniac and Naughty Dog could do another game. One of my favorite games is the series I just did, Jack and Dexter. It's Jack and Dexter. As well, it's not really called Jack and Dexter, but it has both of them in it. It's Jack X Combat Racing. That game right there is phenomenal. I loved how, and you know what's cool about that game is that you could even do, just think even something if you played one of the Jack and Dexter games or Ratchet and Clank games that could port it in here. But it was cool because it was a different take on the Jack and Dexter world. Where now, instead of just be free roaming and platforming stuff, you actually had to be in a car and stick to that car and blow stuff up and race and do these things. And it was just really, really cool. I mean, the back of this game, it said, race Jack through 24 intense tracks and 7 combat arenas. Pick one of 12 vehicles and customize for maximum performance. Face off against up to 6 racers online in split screen and competitive combat racing. Unlock hidden drivers and vehicles throughout, compatible with Daxter PlayStation Portable. Oh, I never played the Daxter game, but I heard it was really good. But these games right here are my 5 favorite games of all time. And yeah, I've got an Xbox One, and and I love playing Shadow of Mordor and Fallout 4, and I love playing some of the level games backwards compatible on here, and I like doing Recore for you all in the South Park, the Stick of Truth, and and all that. But those are games that changed my life, games that I still wish I could play to this day. But before I end this video, give me a second. It look like I froze up over here, so if I happen to freeze up in the video, sorry about that. But I'm about 11 minutes in. I've got a few honorable mention games that I did not say. Speaking of Jack and Dexter 2 is my favorite Jack and Dexter game outside of Jack X Combat Racing. Jack and Dexter 1 brought us into the world. Jack and Dexter 3 showed us the world like never before. But this is the one that sticks in my mind, the one that I just love, could go back and play for many hours right now. I love racing games, and one of my favorite racing games of all time, a game that was more on the customized things, drive at night, be cool, be bad, had introduced me to drifting, is Need for Speed Underground. All the Need for Speed games have been awesome. Need for Speed is what I think inspired the idea to make a movie series, because somebody said, well, we can't make a movie series out of Need for Speed because they didn't want to pay that money, so they said, well, let's probably do something similar called Fast and Furious, and that's how that movie series and all blah 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 ran. And even they had a Need for Speed movie that I don't think they didn't do so good. But this Need for Speed Underground, and even Need for Speed Underground 2, these games were phenomenal. And I probably put a bunch of time in it. I played so many different cars. The soundtracks on these games were phenomenal. Another game that I really liked was a Ratchet and Clank game the first Ratchet and Clank game I ever played, Going Commando. Because I played the Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arses. Then I actually played Going Commando first, and then played Up Your Arses. And then I went to the video store at the time, that's when Blockbuster and other video stores were still around. And I rented the original Ratchet and Clank to play it and see where the story all started from. But yeah, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando is phenomenal. These games are just my personal opinion, and a series that is still going strong to this day, even though it was gone for several years. The third in its installment was canceled, and then they rebooted it with Battlefront, and now they're coming this fall as Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront game. Because I want to talk about something real quick. Look at the case. Look at the back of the case. Let me put that down right there. The original Battlefront, to me, I love the original Battlefront games because you got to be on different planets, you didn't just have different levels that were the different planets, but you got to go to these different planets. You got to unlock these different planets. You got to fight not only just on these planets, but in outer space. And when you're in outer space, you got to choose between 4 different spacecrafts that fly. And you had a heavy duty one that most people get on. You had two fast ones, and then you had one that had heavy weapons that was like kind of in the middle. But also you get to land. You got to land on the enemy ship. You could take the enemies vehicles if they were still there on the ship. The AI or friend didn't take it, and you got to shoot the ships, and all that, and land in them and destroy on the inside, and even and it was so awesome. And I wish they could do some of the stuff that they did here in today's world, because I know they could do it phenomenal. Hell, they could do it so well in today's world, but they just aren't. And it's something that's so that they don't do it, And I loved how it was just so far before its time, And in today's world, hopefully, Battlefront 2 gives us everything that we want, but I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, it looks great, and I'm gonna get it probably. But yeah. But anyway, these are just some of the games that if I as you look at them, are games that they're upside down that I like. Hell, look at that! Look at that! When's the last time you had a stack of games in this digital game world? Hell, let me throw. But I mean, those games changed my life. Those games are games that, hell, I'm still talking about to this day, so that means they did something. But yeah, what were your, in the comment section below, I'm going to ask you one question. In the comment section below, what were your 5 favorite games of all time? Did you like, no, 2 questions. What were your favorite 5 games of all time? And what's your favorite system of all time? Because you heard mine in this video. What's yours, viewers from around the world? Join in the fun. Comment below. And as always, see you.